Contributors to the growing world of technology can be found right here in Mississippi. There is a team in Silicon Valley right now looking to make waves in retail.
And right here in Jackson, some engineering students are working on an invention designed to help patients with diabetes. As WJTV's Malary Pullen reports, both teams are trying to get their inventions in the palm of your hand.
It started out as a simple idea.
My roommate at the time was going to a formal or an event, I think, the next night, and she really needed a dress last minute. Why can't we just rent the dresses? Because I don't want to buy a dress for one night. I want to be able to just rent it, but locally.
Sarah Zaska from Laurel is that roommate who was looking for a dress. She, along with 4 other Ole Miss students, thought of creating a Facebook page, but Claire Agnes Alt's older brother William had bigger plans.
He thought, you know what, a Facebook page would be great, but I think that there's something, more that we can do with this. I think this could be awesome if we could create something bigger, hence the app.
They launched the Courtesy app last spring at Ole Miss.
Since we moved out to California this summer, and we've launched at 20 new schools this fall.
Now, part of the team is in California, in Silicon Valley, working to expand the project even further through the Y Combinator program, one of the country's best-known and successful business accelerators, a launching pad for digital giants, some names you might even recognize that were once part of the program. Dropbox and Airbnb.
We are currently still, in the growing stage of expanding to more universities. We're currently only available on college campuses. We know it works so well there, and we've had such success. And so, further, I guess next semester, we're going to start looking into how exactly we will expand outside of college campuses and everything that entails.
While Courtesy is making waves in retail, a group of engineers are making strides in inventing their own devices in the world of medicine.
On both ends of doctors using it in their hospitals and in their offices, and the patients using it in their homes.
Chevin Baker is a senior computer engineering student at Jackson State University. He and 2 other classmates designed this smart mat and app to track the temperature of your feet.
Patients who keep track of their foot temperature have a better chance of catching the foot ulcers earlier.
The temperatures can be tracked on an app, and that information can be shared with the physician. The design is geared towards diabetic patients.
The first question we get is it available now? How do I get it?
But before the smart mat and app can hit the stores, they have to make it official.
We're entertaining licensing deals, and we're keeping our options open. And so we've scheduled a few meetings, and we're just looking through what is available right now.
And they're not going at it alone.
UMMC come up to us, and they're looking to see if they could help us get to that next position or that next stage. And there may be a couple of partnerships with them and possibly telehealth.
Plus, you can't have innovation without some kind of change. They are not content with the invention as it stands now, and there are plenty of ideas about how to add features.
We were looking into weight. I know that was a factor, and we're also looking into a couple other devices that we could create to work alongside it.
Malary Pullen, WJTV 12.